Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I wanted to do a collective reading for the full moon in Pisces that we're having on Friday. So instead of doing a pick a card reading, I just thought we could do a collective reading because the message and kind of what this full moon is all about is pretty much going to be the same for all of us. It's about how we express love. And so I have love as kind of this central point here in the middle to focus on. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful, magical full moon. I haven't started to feel the exhaustion quite yet from this one. I think maybe it's giving me a break. I don't know. Usually around full moons, I feel really drained. So hopefully, knock on wood, that doesn't happen. The deck I'm going to be using for our tarot deck today is the Trionfi della Luna Illustrated Pips. I have some oracle decks over here that I might bring in, but we are just going to focus on how can we express love? How can we spread more love in the world? And yeah, I think it's really beautiful. Full moons are about letting go, yes, but also reflection. It's about looking at, usually for me, it's the last month or so, and just, what has occurred over the month? What have I learned? How have I changed, even though it's a short amount of time? And so this full moon, it's important to reflect on how we express love, how we show love to others, how we show love to ourselves. So that is the energy we are going to be reading. The question we're going to be asking, how can we show love? How can we put more love out into the world? Okay, so I have a few cards here that flew out, so we're just going to turn them over. We have 5 of Wands, 3 of Coins, 3 of Cups, and House of God. So the thing that I'm kind of drawing to first is House of God. So for me, it's basically like the Tower card in this deck. It was an alternative for it. I kept the original Tower card in and I put this in as its own very specific meaning. It has a lot to do with religion for me. I think it's important. This is really weird that this is what's coming up, but it's what's coming up. It's important for us to look past our disagreements with religion, politics, and things like that during this time. I think it's important to show compassion for people that you disagree with, or sometimes we feel sorry for them, or we just, it's okay to not agree with people and to feel like they're in the wrong. But by fighting and bringing up conflict and doing this whole I'm better than you because I believe this is not going to be important during this time. I know during these times, everything is so political and everything is so charged, and people have very strong opinions on both sides. And while I 100% think expressing your views and fighting for what you believe in is so very important, and that's something that I'm trying to implement more in my personal life. During this time, I think it's important to show compassion and show empathy for those that you do not agree with. This time is about working together. It's about celebrating with friends and family. And it doesn't have to even be big political things. It can be little things that you disagree with the people around you that are close to you. So while some of us may express love for somebody else through trying to get through to them, trying to get them to understand why we believe what we believe, that's not necessarily what this energy is saying right now. It's more about taking a step back, not focusing on those things when you're expressing love for the people around you. I also see this as spending time with people. So doing projects with the people that you love, or just spending time with them, going out and celebrating, doing something that's out of the norm is a really good way to express love during this time. And while self-love is very important during this time as well, this reading is really speaking to me of spending time with your loved ones and not fighting with your loved ones and just being in harmony with them. So I want to pull a card from the Magic of You Oracle. I've been really loving this oracle and I just want to see what it has to say. Put this baby over here. Translucence, love the darkness. Yeah, so this is really cool because I think, to me, in the context of the reading, I feel like this is talking about loving others despite their flaws or their mistakes or, again, their beliefs. So just loving, pure love, no matter what they've done in their past or, what has gotten them to this point. Because all of us have darkness. All of us have this part of ourselves that, we may or may not like. Darkness doesn't always mean bad. But loving that, and I think it's so beautiful, we have love. We just have that energy of love. So loving despite people's flaws. I'm going to pull a soul card as well, just because I've been loving this deck, and I feel like this will just add an extra kind of spirit guide, kind of a message that we all need to hear for this full moon. So this card wanted to come out. If you've been feeling anxious, if you've been feeling like the world just never stops, this is a time for you to let that go. This is a time for you to let go of hopelessness, of helplessness, of anxiety and all these bad feelings, and letting them go with that full moon. I know it's easier said than done, but the full moon energy is about the culmination of everything. So right now things might feel very overwhelming because it's everything kind of coming together and it's the whole month amplified. But the beautiful thing about this time is you're able to take all of that stuff that seems too much and it's just overwhelming, and you're able to kind of wipe the slate clean and start over. Every month is a new month. Every day is a new day. So don't let your self spiral into this dark point. Everything is temporary. Everything is only here for a season. So try to remember the love in all the darkness and all the things. Try to remember the love. Anything in your life that is love. Try to think of that. So that was my little collective reading for the full moon. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know, how's the full moon affecting you? I know we're going into retrograde, or we already have, I'm pretty sure, by the time you're watching this. So just, you can take this for that as well. If you want me to do kind of a Mercury in retrograde reading, I definitely can. I had a reading up on my Etsy about helping you get through Mercury in retrograde, so I might put that back up. So definitely check the Etsy shop down below if you want a personal reading. I have Halloween readings. I also have deep soul work, shadow work readings using these 2 decks that you guys saw, and some other decks. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.